Good morning, guys. It's Dakota. Back with another live stream. On these live streams, hop on the charts at 7 a.m. every weekday. Take a look at a few markets or a few charts that I'm looking at. I trade the Forex market and just get my analysis on them, send them out to the Discord server, and you can review those. The link to those, geez, you can review the links, the screenshots, the notes in the Discord server. The link to it is in the description. All I ask is that you hit the like button and hit subscribe to keep up with future content. But let's get into this today. So starting with GA, I'm holding position that took Monday? No, I took it yesterday. Yeah, holding a position I took yesterday. Prices come back up. You can see it's formed this head and shoulders here. So this would have been a nice opportunity to actually enter for a sell. Unfortunately, the entry came at 4 a.m. and I don't look at the charts till 5. So fortunately not able to catch that. Now there is another opportunity for me to scale in down here at the break below here, but if we just look at basics of structure, right, and delete this mess. Matter of fact, should I break it down now or should I wait? Let's break it down now. Just look at basics of structure, right? We have a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Let's break this down. My bad. Higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we got this lower low here. Price closed below this low here, and now we have this lower low here, and now we're looking for a sell. All right, to keep it super basic, not overcomplicate anything. Let's go to the monthly. Clear all that, clear that. And you see, like, I lowered I got my list down so I can focus on less pairs this week right now. And that's really where that's something that's key for me, right? Because I haven't looked at more than 5 pairs in a week in a very long time. And this was the first time in a long time that I chose to do it. And once I did it, I realized, hey, this isn't my element. I don't want to have a ton of different things that I'm paying attention to and breaking down and thinking of the possibilities, because there's a lot of different scenarios that you got to think out for each setup. So here we got the ascending channel. We don't really need this trend line here. Look for price to come to this level here at this area, and possibly scale down to the bottom of this range. And it could even, if we go back to the weekly, also have the possibility of price continuing down to this low here, right? Because we topped out here at this area. Price could just be going about to the 50 as a retracement here, and then looking for it to drop. Good morning, man. How you guys doing? Alright. So, have this ascending channel at the top of the ascending channel, looking for selling opportunities. I'm looking for selling opportunities at least to the bottom here, and that's going to be, if we just measure in pips, about 200 pips. I ultimately want to see price break out of this pattern and scale down to about this level for about 500 pip move. But and we'll see if we can get an opportunity for that. The current opportunity has potential to close down to that point, but as you can see, we obviously still have potential for price to scale up. So it's just a game where we have to pay attention to price, and whatever it tells us to do, we do that. So let's go down to the 4 hour. Okay, on the 4 hour, we have a few different things we can do here. So what I see is a head and shoulders within a head and shoulders. So the first head and shoulders that could possibly form, it hasn't completely finished yet, but we have a shoulder here, we have a head here, and looking for another shoulder as price dips lower here. Okay, so ultimately you can see I'm looking for price to come down to this low and then possibly correct here, and that would be a nice little opportunity for a sell. Now if we look deeper on a lower time frame, there's a shoulder here, a head here, and a shoulder here, and this is what I talked about when we first looked at this. Let's go down to the 1 hour and make it a little bit more clear. So the head and shoulders is already formed here, and a possible entry is at the low of here, at the breakout of the low. Since I missed that right shoulder entry, this is my prime entry on this setup. Ooh, undo. Okay. So now looking at price, really all I'm waiting for is price to get down to this area. There's nothing for me to do right now, so I just gotta wait. I already got my alert there. Check out GBPCAD. I think it might be trapping along. Oh yeah. So I'll look at GBPCAD after I get through EJ. So GCAD, I'm actually looking for a long position on that too. I'm not looking to enter, but my analysis over the weekend was look for longs. If you guys do want to see my full watch list, it's completely free on my blog. The link to my blog site is in the description. Or it should be. Let me double check. Yeah, it's in the description. So this is the position we're holding, and this is the next position I'm looking to enter on. Alright, EURAUD, man. If this sets up, it's gonna be, for me, best trade ever. Alright, well, let's say best trade. Nope, that wouldn't be true either. Best trade this month. Okay, best trade this month. Let's go to the monthly. There's just a lot of potential on this trade that I can't lie, like I'm actually pretty excited for it. I can't lie about my excitement. And if it doesn't happen, it's fine. It was a beautiful setup anyway. So here at the top of this range, I'm looking for selling opportunities. Okay, we're literally at the top, and on the weekly time frame, we're in an area where there's a lot of selling pressure here. Okay, so because I'm viewing a lot of selling pressure here, we have this huge impulsive move coming down, and price has scaled up to the top of this range. But like the top of the range, I would like it to continue to top out here and then come back down to this low. Then here we can see that we have this uptrend here. Price impulsively moved to the upside, and as we scale down to a lower time frame, we'll start to see some exhaustion in that supply zone area. As you can see, price started to consolidate in here, and this is where I'm looking for my trade. Within that exhaustion period, within that consolidation, I'm looking for a trading opportunity to the downside. And if we, before we even like critique it to the downside, for the first resistance level off the 4-hour time frame is about 320. The next one's about 400, almost 500. And after that, I'm really scaling down to about the demand zone down here, which is about 800 pip opportunity. So if you're able to get a tight stop loss on this, which I'm looking for entries off the 1 hour and 15 for this, you can have a really high R, a really high R. So a lot of potential on this trade. Now, I'm not too, well, I kind of have to in this situation. I was about to say I'm not too interested in drawing trend lines right now, but I have to. So at this point, this trend line cannot be extended anymore. If it does break, I'd like to see, number one, an impulsive break, not a corrective break. Need to see an impulsive break in order to start looking for sales, and then looking for a correction. Now that's a kind of a late entry opportunity, but there's also another entry opportunity that's coming that's a bit later that could come, not that's coming. Okay, so same thing here, possible head and shoulders could form, right? There's no guarantee, just pretty much just theories here. Break down, respect this low one more time, give us some corrective movement here. And there's two opportunities to enter. The prime opportunity, which actually that is a perfect area, would be right here on the top of the right shoulder, and then looking for a sell. The next opportunity is at the break of this low here, or you can even wait for the retest if it does come. And then we have a downtrend, and we can start just playing it out like continuation patterns. Okay, let's look at the lower time frame. So since we're at the top of the supply zone, yes, I'm going to be looking for sales, but there is a possible buy setup that's here like right now. I won't be taking it. I prefer the sell setup. There's really no need for me to chase that buy. But do want to note that this is a possibility. The price just pushes up, and if that happens, sure AUD. Okay, one more, then we're on to the requested pairs. Okay, EURJPY, I'm looking for a selling opportunity here until that trend line's broken. Now, the correction here is not, it's not ideal, but we're gonna remark this up and see if anything changes. If not, I have to take it, which is in the area right now, so I'd be taking it like in a few seconds. Now there is a possibility for the buy, but the buy is not that clean of a setup right now. Okay, it's back on, man. Alright, as I was saying, I'm gonna go to the lower time frame and create this range, because I want a tighter range than what I was getting. I'm looking for prices to go down to the bottom here. Yeah. And we have this downtrend. It's pretty simple. The trend line breaks, look for a buying opportunity. Stays under, keep looking for sales. Right now it's under the trend line, so I'm going to be looking for sales. And it's looking, wow, this looks way more beautiful than what I had marked up. This looks like perfect. It's like, looks like a perfect 4-hour setup. Yeah, I'd stop here. This is it. Yeah, this setup is, let's see. Oh, it's amazing. That's what it is. And the entry signal already came, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it. So just give me a second as I do that. It looks like there are no other requested pairs other than GBPCAD, so that will be the pair, the next pair that we go over. Then we'll go over gold and close out the stream. GBPAUD. Today's a holiday. Okay. Yeah, still good. Was it a 6 to 1? 6. Got you. Cool. Yep, okay. So right now this is, I mean, it's just, this is perfect right now. So I love taking that particular setup, especially on this pair. This has made it to one of my favorite pairs this year. Like I came up with the goal at the beginning of this year to just trade it all the way through the first 2 quarters, and it was phenomenal. It was amazing. I found out opportunities to scale in here. I found out the best, like, I had to pay more attention to time frames during that time, and also graded setups. So this pair helped me, at least focusing on this pair helped me grow a lot. I'm sure I could have figured it out with other pairs as well, but this particular one. Alright, GBPCAD. Let's see what's on the let's see what I have marked up for the watch list, because it's not on my list, so I haven't edited it. Haven't taken the chance to edit it yet. So here we had a ascending channel looking for price to scale down or push down for a corrective pattern. Looks like price has started to push down. No corrective pattern has formed yet, but within that, after that corrective pattern, I'm looking for a buying opportunity about at this level, and it looks like there's a possible A setup there, which I should regrade that and start calling it a B setup instead, and just look at my fundamental as the A, and then for A plus be able to scale in. That's me thinking out loud. Not scale in, but put more onto that position. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is the range we're acting in right now. We see price has already visited the bottom of the range, looking for it to scale up to the top. We're at a level of resistance right now, but you can see we previously had a downtrend here. That downtrend is broken, and look for price to keep pushing up. We had an impulse and correction there, and then we had our continuation after that, and we're looking for another correction to come down to this level and looking for another push up. All right. So it's expected that we see some resistance at this level. We just need to see corrective pattern form here, and then look for that push. This is an interesting level to buy at. I would prefer this to come lower, just a little bit lower, about to that area. Now what time frame? Let's check the 4-hour real quick. I like the 61.8 on this though. I wouldn't take it at the 50 right now, especially with how aggressive this push down is. Like, needs some structure to be built before taking this position. Yeah, I like this as a daily setup, not as a 4-hour setup. Ooh, no. This is not on my list. Delete that. My bad. Alright, so that's a possibility. This would be like ideal scenario. It obviously takes some time for that to actually form. Another possibility is price starts to form some corrective movement here. It just consolidates here for a second, and then we just see that push up. But yeah, definitely in it for a buy here. Definitely looking for a buy in this situation. Is that about what you have? Crypto? Or let me see this. Oh, crypto gambles. Crypto gambles, that's what's up. Alright. Let's go to USD. Let's go to gold. Daily looks like a sell. So here off the 1 hour looks like it was. So previously looking for price to push up to this high, basically looking for it to break this high and move up to the top of the range. Price did not do that. It respected this level and continued push and broke the trend line and pushed down. Jeez. So it's came back down to the bottom of this range, so this is a potential area to look for a buy at. There's also something else that could happen in this situation. Like, prices in this area, we prefer to like respect it and look for a buying opportunity to the top, but price could break down to this next level here, so that's something to pay attention to and be aware of. Now, in what situation are we going to continue looking for sales, and what situation are we going to continue looking for buys? Okay, only reason to look for a buy setup here. Go down to the 1 hour time frame. Break of the trend line. Look for a correction. Look for price to push up. If you're paying attention to pips, it's about 300 pips there. I'm gonna delete this so we don't have too much confusion with the zones. And delete that. So that's the buy setup. That's the only situation that I would take a buy setup in here. Probably catch the earliest entry off the 15-minute time frame. That's the 5. Here we go, 15-minute time frame. We can even possibly get an even earlier entry. If you know, you can take that one. Let's move on to the scenario where this breaks this trend line here. If it breaks, not this trend line, but this zone. If it breaks this zone, I wouldn't be looking to buy at this level. I'd look for, well, it depends how it breaks the zone. If it breaks the zone correctly, yeah, I would look for a buying opportunity at this level that I just talked about. But if it breaks impulsively, I'll look for a correction and then look for a sell. And I will continue looking for sells down to this area. Yeah. So have the buy setup and have the sell setup scenario. Let's hit the screenshot on the 15. Send that to the Discord server. XAUUSD. Bang. All right. US 30. Look at that. We got it to turn around. That's what I like to see. Where'd it come down to? It came down to here. I guess, yeah, it hasn't really been tested. Let's go to 1 hour. Yeah, okay, that actually does make sense. Okay, cool. Let's go back to the 4. Back to the 1. So here we have an uptrend. Dang it, don't. Okay, cool. Man. Here we have an uptrend. And again, my goal for US 30 is for this high to be broken. Looking for prices to continue scaling up. Right now, since it's in an uptrend, I'm going to be looking for buys until it starts to break that uptrend. Alright, there's no need to complicate it with a bunch of different concepts. So this would be A/B setup for me. So I wouldn't, it's not the highest probability setup. my goodness, man. I was on mute. So, as I said, basically, I was laying out scenarios for this buy on US30, or for potential buy on US30. If I found a zone to enter at. Now, it's not the strongest setup, so I'm not really anticipating this to actually. This has a strong possibility to fail at this area, right? The next area that I look to buy it is this zone. So if this zone fails, I look for entry at this zone for a buy and looking for that high to be broken. All right. So those are all the pairs. Went over all requested pairs. Hope you guys enjoyed. The live stream. And if you guys want to review the charts, again, the link to the Discord server is in the description. If you want to see my full watch list, which I do every week, it's posted on my blog site. The link to that's in the description. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'll link to my, what is it called, a page? The link to my Instagram is below. Well, I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Hope everyone has a good day.